Senate Democrats have now requested unanimous consent to move to conference 5 times, and every time a Republican senator has stood up and said no. After spending a lot of time and many months demanding regular order, they are now running away from conference, and they are running right towards a crisis. Now, I know Republicans are not too excited about the prospect of demanding or defending their extreme budget all over again in a public conference committee, tax breaks for the rich and Medicare voucherization, job-killing cuts. I know they're not excited about that, but the American people really deserve to see our two visions side by side. We are proud of the budget we put forward. We're proud of the principles we stand for, and we want to go to conference and do what the American people expect us to do, which is to compromise. We understand that, and I can tell you, having talked to many Senate Democrats and Republicans, we understand that's the legislative process. So I am just absolutely confounded by the fact that they don't want to move forward, except that I see what is happening, because Republicans now are talking about pushing us to the next crisis. Their idea of a conference seems to be a conference amongst themselves next week to debate whether or not they should use the debt ceiling to cut Medicare or to cut taxes more for the rich. They are right now focusing on what the ransom should be for allowing the federal government to pay its bills. But even before they know what they want, they're saying they're willing to risk a financial crisis to get it. That is deeply irresponsible. It is not going to happen, and it is absurd that we are even having this conversation. Now, remember, Republicans realized last time that they tried this, how dangerous it was to be playing games with the debt ceiling and how politically damaging it would have been to them to cause that kind of economic calamity. So they dropped their demands, the so-called Boehner Rule. It died, and no amount of wishing from the Tea Party is going to bring it back now. The Republican strategy of holding the economy hostage and trying to push this budget conference to when we have a crisis again is absolutely the wrong approach. It is not sustainable. It needs to stop. We are ready to sit down. We're ready to negotiate. We're ready to make some tough decisions. We're ready to go to work in the conference, and we see no reason to wait until the next crisis. We think the American people are on our side. They expect us to come together, to have this debate, to work out our differences, and to move us forward. And I don't think my Republican colleagues here in the Senate are going to keep holding this up just to protect House Republicans from taking a few votes, which is going on as well.